the detox is not as easy as sell CV water, right? So sell CV water, do you need to do training? No. Because you don't need to talk. Buy the drink, you don't need to talk. It's not expensive and it's what people need. So when we have enough shops, we will have enough PV. When that time comes, nobody can compete with us again. Because our PV is not only from the networking products again, it's from the drinks, from the water, from the coffee people drink every day. That is why we must promote it. And when you promote, you have benefits. Number one benefit, if you sponsor someone or introduce someone to invest silver shop, the sponsor will pay you 1.6 million naira. This is one-time payment. Please, now we are talking about money. So if you introduce someone who invests silver shop, you as a sponsor company pay you 1.6 million naira. If you sponsor someone or introduce someone who invests in gold shop, company will pay you 2.4 million naira. You know, nothing difficult, nothing complicated. Calculation very easy. If I bring Madam Mrs. Ibekwe, she pays silver shop, company pay me 1.6. She pay gold shop 2.4. No arguments, right? And you know, sometimes you have a lot of people in your team. Your indirect downlines, you know that they will show interest to invest the shop. But the direct upline is not aware. Or the direct upline doesn't want to push it. Or he doesn't have time to push it. But because we pay to the direct sponsor, if you go and do the work, sometimes the upline feel that you are not motivated. Because after you close the deal, the person who didn't push it will receive the 1.6 or 2.4. It's somehow discouraging, right? Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you are not benefiting, because when the person invests the shop, silver shop, 3,000 PV, gold shop, 4,500 PV. Even you don't receive the sponsor bonus, you still receive the PV, right? So not bad. Because PV, we get paid from the PV. You are rewarded. But on top of that, we are introducing a promo that if you, maybe I sponsored Madam Mrs. Ibekwe, but I'm not the one introducing the tea and coffee shop to her. But it's my upline, probably Clever. Mrs. Clever know that she is interested in the shop. She helped me to go and talk to her, or I asked her to help me do the follow-up. And at the end, she decided to make the investments. Now me, as the direct upline, I will not receive 1.6, I will receive 1.28. Not bad, right? Because I didn't do anything. And I still receive the PV, 3,045. I'm okay. But the person, which is my upline, and Clever, because of the follow-up she did, company will pay her 480,000. So don't restrict yourself because it's not my direct downline. I don't want to go and spend my time because I have the downline to close the deal, I'm not getting the sponsor bonus. No. Go down and identify who is potential to make the investment. And even though the direct upline will receive more, but at least you receive 480,000 from it. You are still receiving the PV, right? But if the person invests in gold shop, the direct upline will get 1.92 million sponsor bonus. The indirect upline who does the follow-up will receive 720,000 naira. Is it a good deal? Okay, so here is what I told you earlier on. After you become a shop owner, every customer step into the shop, make sure they register. To register is the same like when you log in. There's a button, register. When they click register, they find your shop, because there are 10 shops. Which shop do they use? Since they are your shop, they should choose your shop. And when they select your shop, provide their name and phone number, submit, they are your first generation already. Registration very simple and easy. And they become your A, which is your first generation. Now you tell them that now you are a member. You buy at member price. And also introduce customers to me, please. If you bring customers to me, let your friends who also register, then they will be the first generation of A, and your second generation of the shop. And B will bring C. C will be the first generation of B, third generation of the shop. So the sponsor always receive 5% from the spending of their directly sponsored downlines. So A will receive 5% on B, B will receive 5% on C, C will receive 5% on D. You know, this is very easy. You can get 100 people, you get 1,000 people. Some of us, in a WhatsApp group, we can have 500 people, 1,000 people there, right? So you don't need to talk much. Send the link. You can get a lot of people. Now, instead of 5%, the sponsor is receiving, the shop owner, whichever, for all of these people, if they spend in any of the shop nationwide, no matter where they buy the drink, the shop owner, from first generation spendings, the company will pay you 10%. From the second generation to infinity generations, the company pay you 5%. That is why I said, if you have more shops, you can have more members, you have more income. This is how the system works. And not only that, you also go and find who is interested in doing the networking business. So when they buy networking products, your bonus is another income. You see, this is what I showed you. m.vmax365.com/h5. You open the page. You enter this page. You either log in with your membership code or you click register. If you are not a Vmax member, you register. Then select the shop. You will be the direct downline of the shop. And after you log in, you just go to store self-pickup. If you click here, you come to this page. Select the drink, click the checkout. It will take you to the page to make payments. After the payment, members buy the drink, comes with PV. Non-Vmax members buy the drink, the sponsor gets the 5% commission. And after you become a member, you check the bottom of the right. There's a button on Mine. You click Mine, you find the referral link. You copy the link from here, send it to your friends. They click the link, register, they will be your first generation. So it goes down generation by generation. And imagine, if you have 1,000 shops, each shop gets 1 customers, sell 100 drinks in a day, that means 100 customers in a day, right? 1,000 multiplied by 100, that is how many people? 100 times 1,000. 100 times 1,000 shops. That is 100,000. In the future, when we have 1,000 shops all over Nigeria, that means we have new Vmax365 members, 100,000 every day. Every day we have new Vmax members. Every day, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. In a year, in 2 years, in 5 years. We have a large number of Vmax365 members. You see, all of these members are the customers to the Vmax365 shops. And all of these members are your potential members for your networking business. This is going to be our advantage. And we have other strategies. For example, every shop, on your opening day, for us to help you to get customers, our system is already designed to attract customers, to attract partners. At the meantime, we give you free materials. Apart from other free materials, if you invest in Gold Shop, we give you 1,000 free ice cream materials. This 1,000 from the opening day, before the opening day, you print flyer. Share flyers in your area. And on the flyer, you state that on the opening day or within 1 week from the opening day, if you come with the flyer, I give you free ice cream. So you can have up to 1,000 potential customers, right? And when they come, before you give them free ice cream, tell them register. Because registration is free. So they will register as a Vmax member. They are all your first generation. And this first generation 1,000, if they spend in any other shops, you get 10%. So you are not spending anything. The company is giving you free material for you to get 1,000 members on your first generation. From the beginning day, we already help you to get 1,000 members, 1,000 potential customers. And these 1,000 customers, when you give them the ice cream is still in your hands. When you talk, they must listen, right? Oh, yeah. Because before I hand it over to you, I'm talking. So you need to listen, right? Yeah. So you just need 10 seconds to explain. Register as a member, and share this link to your friends. When they come and buy the drinks from me or from any Vmax shops, the company will pay you 5% off from what they spend. Finish. We'll go and get customers for you. Not everybody will do it, but what if 10% of them do it? Your second generation becomes 10,000, 5,000, right? Your third generation, your fourth generation, starting from this 1,000, you'll become bigger and bigger. And all of them are your potential customers. And this 1,000 people, trust me, is not only the ice cream they will collect. So there will be a good percentage of them. They will collect the free ice cream, they will still buy the drinks. This is free, but the other drinks, you still receive the money, right? That is why from the day one, most of the shops start having 200, 300,000 naira of sales. And this is another support from the company, help you to get the traffic. And when we have many shops, companies start doing adverts. Because when we have 1,000 shops, we spend the same money to do the same adverts. If you are the only shop, you cannot spend money to do adverts, because if you go on TV, it covers the whole nation. But how can the 250 million population come to your shop to buy drink? Not possible. You spend 10 million to do the adverts, but you may only get 100,000 in return. Because those people far away, even they get to know you, they cannot come to you. But when we have a lot of shops, we will still spend the same money, but all the shops will benefit. We'll get customers for everyone. That is why we are building the brand together. We are building the business together. The more shops we have, the easier it becomes. Oh yeah! So with time going, as we can see, the business will become more and more easier and become better and better. But even from the very beginning time, with what we are doing, all the shops will make money. So what we need to do is go and identify who are the potential ones in your team. Talk to them. If you don't know how to do the presentation, bring them here and ask your upline or ask the company to do this presentation. Because sometimes it might not be, for you to close a deal on the shop, it might be the same like you close a deal to register a new member. Because those people who have business oriented, as long as they understand the business concepts, 28 million is the same like for you to persuade people to bring 200,000. Because if you know that 28 million will give you 50 million naira of profits, you may even sell your car, sell your land, and to make the investment. You can even get a loan from the bank, right? So as long as you are sure that you get the return, people will make the investments. And it's 1.6 million, 2.4 million you are receiving. Not bad, right? And there's another income I didn't tell you yet. Because from every shop you sponsored, from their future repurchase, company pay you 2% permanently. Imagine if the Chicken Republic is sponsored by you. From their daily, repurchase of the rice, or the chicken, or the drinks, they buy it from the company. 2%. How many years have that Chicken Republic been there? 15, 10, 15, 20 years? So you always receive your 2%. And do they need you to do anything? No. As long as the business is already on the right track, you don't need to do anything, no responsibility, but you receive your 2%. What if you get 2, get 5, get 10, get hundreds? So you don't have any expenses, you don't have any responsibility, but from everyday repurchase, you receive your 2%. So this is why we need to go out and to find those who are interested. And this is still at the beginning time. It's easy because almost everywhere the location is available. But with time going, it will become difficult. Because when we have a shop here, we don't allow another shop in the same place again. Location is very important. The good locations will decide the sales. And once I have selected here, you cannot open another shop within 3 kilometers again. And another one after 3 kilometers, by the end you'll find it's a good business, everybody knows. But you cannot find a place to open the shop again. So at the beginning, it is still easy. So it is actually a good chance to everybody. And I'm sure, give ourselves 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. You see, most networking companies, the first year, managing. Second year, either they die or they become better. Third year, fourth year, on the peak. 5 years after, going down. And you start, you start from zero again, start fresh. And it's not easy to build, right? So most of the companies are on this track. But why we have a good name is because we have been here doing business since 2017. Our business is still doing good, right? So that is why people trust us. Not like the others, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, going down. So new companies come, you go and jump again. But we want to break this, we want to solve this problem. That as a networking company, you have your hard time, you have your good time, you have your time going down, and you have the time business, die off. But what we are doing, the business will become stronger every day. After you build your team, business will not go down. Because when we have 100 shops, we are here. We have 200 shops, we are here. We have 300 shops, we are here. We have 1,000 shops, we cannot give new shops again. We are always here. So you as the team leaders who build the business, you always get stable income. This is the meaning of this, strategy we are introducing. So